modern day masculine man, take one.
Ooh, what makes a modern day masculine man? When you drink your liquor straight, a modern day masculine man. I pay all the bills and I tells my woman the truth. Got my shit together, do what I wanna do, say what I wanna say. I won't bend, I won't break, you are not me, and I am not you. I kept it real, so now I can do what I wanna do. Modern masculine man. Welcome to Man School.
Welcome to the Modern Masculine Man Podcast, Mitch. Woo!
Hello. How y'all doing this week? It is your guy, your boy, your people, your folk, Javon Clark, and I'm here with Marriage Mondays, and I'm here to talk about a dope subject. My wife is going to be tuning in a second, but she'll be tuning in from another room because we got the little one here, and that's why we haven't been doing Marriage Mondays. We're having the little one here. She's studying for this major test we had to take, so she don't feel comfortable with us being in here and the little one roaming. She just started walking really about 4 months ago, so the little one been roaming around the house and she don't feel comfortable with her roaming, and I don't either, but I'm kind of just, I'm a man. I'm trying to be more, I guess, letting her grow. But can I get a sound check? Anybody, can we get a clap, hands up if we got good sound? Tonight's discussion is an open discussion. It's actually an open discussion. I'm going to be putting the links up so y'all be able to come in and chime in if y'all want to. Give your opinion on something that I've been thinking about. And it's an American thing, and it's a culture thing. Promiscuity. I've been thinking about promiscuity, and I was talking to a young man, and he was talking to a young woman, and she messed around and told him her body count. And to me, it wasn't a high body count. Not at all. I asked him, why would he want to know her body count? First of all, I asked him what was his body count. This young man said that he was 35 years old and that he had been with over 23 women, right at about 23, 24 women. I said, wow, that's a lot of women to be 33, but it's really not. Living in American society, we always talk about body count, and I'm like, body count. However, this brother said this girl was 31 years old and she had been with 13 men. I didn't think that was a lot. I'm assuming, let's just calculate, right? And it's not about how many people you've been with or how much, it's more about how much experience you got with those people. Meaning this girl said that she was 31 years old and she had been with 13 men. So let's just say she had sex for the first time at 18. That means one a year. That means she slept with one person a year until she was 31. Now we know that she didn't necessarily sleep with one person a year. She might have slept with 5 people in college, 4 in high school. She might have slept with a person here and there. She might have been in one long-term relationship. But the point I'm making, this girl has slept with 13 people. She's 31 and has slept with 13 people. He's 35 and has slept with 24 people. So he pretty much almost doubled her, which I think is a average thing. I would think men would be having sex more, but I've learned differently as I've gotten older as a man. However, what do y'all think? 13 people at 31? I don't think that's a lot. I think a woman could sleep with one person a year really trying to find love. Like, dating, trying to find love. Okay, I'm out here, I'm dating. and I'm doing my thing, whoop-de-doo, and it's January, and I meet a guy, and we date, for 6 months. Think about this. Are we really waiting 6 months to have sex? Let's just be honest. My wife is about to come in, and like I said, she's in another room in the house. Hey, what's up, baby?
Hey.
Let me make sure your audio good. Say something.
How does it look?
It look nice. It's a nice setup. Let me see. Can I make you a little bit bigger? Okay, I guess that's about what it's gonna be. Let's see. I think that's a little bit too close. Y'all think that's too close? Yeah, pull it out some. Let's see. Well, how do I do it like I had it? Okay, yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. I think the other way was a little bit too close. So tonight we talking about promiscuity, you know what I'm saying? And we talking about, I'm saying promiscuity is inevitable. My wife ain't really know about the subject, so I know she's gonna feel a certain way to talk about promiscuity. And you know, we ain't talking no body counts on here or nothing like that, but we just trying to have a real conversation about promiscuity. Hello?
Yeah.
You need to turn the phone down or something. I think I can hear your phone or something. We'll figure it out.
What about? Say something. Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Is that better?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better. So let me see. Can I keep hearing that? Yeah. Can you hear good on your end?
Yes, actually, just if I turn it down any lower, I won't be able to hear you, but so good.
Did you hear like echo from my voice coming out?
No.
Okay. So, like I said, this young man is 35. He slept with 23, 24 women. She's 31. She slept with 13 guys. We live in a society, and I want to ask, and I would like to, we're going to bring this panel open. Back when I was growing up, you really didn't get exposed to sex unless it was like people in your family having sex. You might hear it in the house, but every now and then you got to hold to a porn or you got to hold to a magazine. But now it's different. And I was trying to explain to him, we live in an overly sexualized society in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this society that we living in America, it promotes sex. It almost brags on sex. Like
Yeah.
you got OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? You got so many ways people can make money sexually. You can online sex, you got OnlyFans. People brag about having sex. It's like back in the day, culture and times have changed, right? Back in the day, a 30-year-old man used to marry a 14-year-old woman. I think that's the only way you can expect a virgin. Even in other cultures, they marrying Mexicans have a quinceañera at 15. The Arabs marry early. The Indians marry earlier. I'm like the Bible say when it was saying a virgin, a young damsel, a virgin meant a young woman. They just figured if you was young, you hadn't fucked yet. You know what I'm saying? So it was a certain age where they expect then you would be a maiden. At a certain age, then you would be an old maid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with this new age, and we expecting girls to legally not have sex until they 18. How do we really expect to get somebody that has not been promiscuous when we living in an age where people ain't getting married till they 30?
Yeah.
Women will say I want to be married by 30. Well, by the time you get 30, what do we expect? You know what I'm saying? Speak on that.
Yeah, well, first of all, your body wants you to mate, so a woman is naturally ovulating, so we know that sex is supposed to be happening, right? So to say that a woman knows that she's we are in a society where women are not getting married young, and knowing that every month you're gonna want to seek a man, and as we're talking about promiscuity, of course you're gonna be like that because your body is going to push you to have numbers if nobody is making you their girl. So that's first of all the science behind it. But when you talked about, it's funny you would say about a young woman, like the only way you would be a virgin is a younger woman. Because my French friend was like, as he dates here, he's like, American women is real crazy the way they go about dating. He was like, because if I went home, I could get me a 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like culturally, I'm just saying, he's saying women are coming
I
with
know exactly
baggage,
what
they
it
coming
means.
with kids, they coming with bodies, they coming with all of that stuff. So I'm just saying culturally, he's not saying that
Yeah.
we do it. He was just saying the nerve of how a woman really parades around that's older, that's been ran through and stuff like that, where in other cultures you could get a girl that's younger that
And see, I think we don't understand in American culture, we are living based on an old Christian standard that our ancestors didn't live by. So say for example, uh marrying a virgin, some and marrying young. We don't do that anymore. So
mm,
when men in this new age are saying they want somebody that ain't ran through, what does that mean? I'm asking the crowd, like, chime in. What does that mean? I want to have a litmus test for men. Like, what is ran through? Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 15? And then are we considering how many bitches we done fucked in that ran throughness? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how could I say this? Because you have to say some numbers without. If I know I done fucked 150 women, if a woman then fucked 25 guys, is she ran through? Or am I just a dirt dog? You know what I'm saying?
I think
It's
it only matters when it matters. Like if a man wants to use that as a way out or a decision maker, with the woman, then he may talk about it from that perspective. What do you think? Or
Yeah,
is that
I
something that
don't,
the
I
man
don't
acts
think the
up front?
average man is going around asking body count. I think it's a social media discussion because if you think about it, nobody knows anyway. Say, for example, a woman
Mm-hmm.
can tell you she slept with 100 guys because she don't want to take you seriously, and you thinking she got a high body count and she only slept with 5 men. Or a
Yeah,
woman can tell you she slept with 5 men and she slept with 100 men.
yeah,
I think what we have in this new age society is we have a back and forth with black men and black women, men and women in general on social media, but I'm talking blackness because that's who I am. Men are making up reasons for women to be single, and women
yeah.
are making up reasons of why they don't want men.
That's what I think.
Yeah, it's almost like saying a body count. Like, we don't know. How would you know? And what is ran through? I want people to come in and chime in or type in what is ran through. What would y'all consider ran through for a woman at a
And
certain
let,
age?
let me
Because
add this.
go ahead.
When my friend said that, the only reason why he was even saying it that way is because of the arrogance, I guess. Like he would be considered like the nice guy, you know what I'm saying, trying to treat the woman with respect. And she probably trying to get him for money and, all that other stuff. And so that was the perspective of the conversation. Like almost like if women were nicer, maybe guys wouldn't even talk about how many people they slept with. But you don't want to, maybe they're just not speaking to the fact of their
I
attitude.
think, like I said, it's just something that people are bringing up. It's like a
Yeah,
woman. It's like a woman saying a man that's short or a man don't make a hundred
yeah.
thousand dollars a year, or I won't go 50-50. Because it's kind of like when you think about other cultures, if they are getting with women at 14 and 15 years old, you would expect a woman to be a virgin or at least not ran through at that age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if all of these cultures and these men are over here and he's a French African or whatever, and you got these Muslims, you got these different people that are used to messing with women at an early age, and they know they can say, fuck it, I'll just go back home and get me essentially
Yeah.
what we call the child bride over here. It's like, as American men, what do we consider to be ran through? Okay, Darius Williams said ran through is when she stay giving her heart out to every new dude she like and keep
Mm.
giving up the sex. Okay, so ran through is giving up your heart and the sex. Because I feel like this, and this is my personal opinion. When I was younger, and I'm saying a long, long, long time ago, when I was in college, guys didn't care about that. say for example, and it may be an athlete thing, it may be a guy in general thing. So let me say this. A guy could mess with a girl one day and he'd be like, oh man, I finally hit old girl. And I'd be like, oh, for real, how was it? And he was like, oh man, shorty was right. And I'm like, shit, let me holler at her. He'd be like, shit, holler. And my homeboys, you know, everybody's 6'5" and up. And I had a homeboy, I had a saying, if you'll fuck Javon, you'll fuck such and such. So if you'll fuck such and such, you'll fuck Javon, because we hung out together and girls used to call us like twins, like the evil twin and the happy twin. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy was the evil mean twin and I was the happy twin. So it was a situation where he might hit something and I say, how was it? And a week later, I holler at her and she said, do you know such and such? And of course, I'm going to say, yeah, but I don't fuck with him like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I don't know the nigga because she going to know I'm lying. But if I'm going to say, yeah, I know him, but I don't fuck with him like that. And we best friends, roommates, got an apartment together, was roommates on campus together. And then I hit. Nobody cared about that stuff when you're young. That's when you're talking about fucking. But when you're talking about getting a wife, you want a different story. Now, as far as getting a wife, I don't think body count matters because you never know. I think it's about, is that chick the town whore or not? Is that chick known openly in the town? Like a whore can move to another town, and if she was a whore in Durham, she could move to Raleigh. And if she ain't at the club, won't nobody know. So what I'm simply trying to say is, I think men care more about what perception, what is known about her when they saying body count. Because how would you know if a woman is ran through? Now, piggybacking off that, the subject of having children. Now, if a woman got a child, you know she ain't no damn virgin. That don't mean she ran through, but she didn't have a baby for a man. Yeah. Now, men are going as far as to say a man shouldn't date a woman, or shouldn't date, or not date, but I guess wife a woman who's had a baby before. So men are saying this. So that's the situation where me and you came across. You had 2 children when I met you. So you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I grew up without a father. It didn't seem like a bad thing to me. Still don't seem like a bad thing to me. To each his own. Each man, if you find a woman you like, what come with her, whether it's children, whatever. That's on you. If you don't want to take with kids, hey, that's on you. Obviously, we see chicks with kids getting married all the time in the celebrity world, in the real world. It's not like people not writing with kids. So, but you see Future and Russell Wilson situation. It's like we see amongst celebrities and rich people and stars, they like to fuck after each other. Meaning, like, you would think you'd be like, okay, damn, all these fine women on Instagram, all these fine women in the world that these guys have access to, and they go fuck with some chick that they know 10 other rappers didn't fuck with, or 10 other basketball players didn't fuck with. So it's like people really not in reality, in real life, people not thinking about body counting, who fuck with who and who got kids and shit. I think these are social media discussions. You see what I'm saying? Ways to pick at each other. You see what I'm saying? Ways to go tit for tat with each other. I give you a perfect example of what I mean when I'm saying that. Black men who, there are a lot of black men who, I don't want to say squandered their 20s away, but there are a lot of black men my age who in their 20s got with a situation, had a baby early, and had to pay child support. And you know, when 1/3 of your income coming out of your house, it's hard to bounce back from that. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of guys might have a lot of vitriol or angst towards single mothers or women with children, or the idea of that, because it's like now it's kind of like, hey, you know, my 20s, I paid to this woman, and women run men through a lot, and men are upset. You know what I'm saying? So men are saying a lot of things, but we know in reality, like I said, even in the celebrity world, the entertainment world, you got millionaires just wifing women that got kids, and you got millionaires, famous people fucking behind each other. So it's not like we know everybody
care about it. It
So
don't
you know what I'm
make me
saying?
really
So
care about it.
it's like a social media discussion. You know what I'm saying?
I think it also too goes under the umbrella with like women saying they want a man, right? But they don't want to be the woman that has to bear the kids and stay home. They want to be a woman that's in the workplace. And when you start doing that and saying what kind of wife you're not gonna be, I think that also makes a man start to say, but how many people, make them have that type of mindset of women being arrogant enough to ask for a man, say what they're not gonna do, and come to them not pure.
Yeah.
When a man wants to have kids, he wants a legacy, he wants a woman that he doesn't have to train so much to get her on his page. Like, because of course, if the woman has been out there before your dick might not be but so big, or you might not have the biggest confidence fucking. And if your chick has been out there, then it may be harder for you to please her.
Well, like I say, you got a situation where you say you don't think it matters to it matters. I think it probably come up in situations in relationships where you might have a guy that's expecting his woman to do a little something that she don't do. She's not experienced, or not expecting her to know some as well, or vice
Yeah.
versa. Coaching matters, which is Miss Carla says. Promiscuity doesn't matter. Sexual compatibility does. Body count is just another number. Now, body count is just a number, but that's what people keep focusing on.
Yeah,
And
that's what people
that's
focus
why I
on.
say I think it's a social media discussion, because men never asked that before. Men never asked that before. It's like that was nobody care. How do you know somebody's body count? And what I think is happening is a lot of these social media platforms are getting known whores on there. Strippers, you know what I'm saying? OnlyFans models, IG models, fucking porn stars, and they talking to these women. And as they talk to these women, they giving these women a platform, and they saying whore, 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 whore ran through. Okay, we know these women are ran through. We know these women are ran through. But when you talk to the average woman, you don't know if they're ran through or not. You just don't know if they're ran through or not. So why are we having these conversations with these isolated incidents about real men and real women? We know real men, black men, average between 40 and 65, $70,000 a year. We know that. So why are we keep shooting talking about 100? If you look at statistics, a lot of black women ain't averaging $100,000 a year. So why are we having this conversation? It's like a back and forth. But I think being promiscuous in America is inevitable.
It's inevitable. Yeah.
It's inevitable. And by a certain point, like say for example, I gotta talk doing a one-on-one with a guy now. Uh the guy I'm talking about, he basically saying 31 years old and 13 men is a lot. You see what I'm saying? So when he said 31 years old and 13 men is a lot, he was basically saying he didn't expect her to give head that good. And he thinks she didn't gave head a lot. I said, what if she just had one real nigga that showed her how to give head real good?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's even worse. You know what I'm saying? And you look like you sitting like a nigga.
Huh?
You look like you sitting like a
I'm
nigga.
sitting on my leg. I'm just trying to like prop myself. I feel like.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking. I ain't know why you was sitting like that. I ain't never seen you sit like that before. Yeah, so think about this. This brother is saying that she is 31 years old and she's had sex with 13 people. I don't know why she told him. I don't know why she didn't tell him 8 or 5. I don't know. She might have just been being totally honest. She might have lied and it was 55 people. But the fact that this man feels like numbers mean that she has 13 bodies. So he thinking she sucked 13 dicks, and that's how she got real good at it. But like I said, she might have sucked 2 dicks, and the second guy really got her right. So I'm trying to explain that
Jay,
to him, and
it
he
made me think about
that
us in the
fucked him up
reverse.
more.
I was like, you didn't care how many bodies I had to me, and I always thought that was just kind of funny. Remember me and my homegirl went to church, and we got this joke when the pastor was like, I can't pray for your whole daughter like you can. And we looked at each other, was like, are we hoes? And we both was like, yeah, we just started laughing. So a woman knows, first of all, if she considers herself whorish,
But
like
see,
without a
this is the
man,
thing.
right?
But this is the thing we're trying to establish tonight. The promiscuity is inevitable. So biblically, if you're fucking and you're not married, you're a whore. But let's be real. The term you can't turn a whore into a housewife is talking about a real hooker
Prostitute.
whore. It's not talking about promiscuity.
But this I'm trying to go with it. I wasn't finished. What I was trying to say was the funny part is if I done went to you, got with you, and I tell you how many people that I've slept with, and it's all truth. You still didn't think I was skilled. I don't think you thought I was skilled enough for the numbers that I carried. So
Yeah,
what
and
I'm
I
saying,
didn't know how many numbers you carried
I'm
because
just saying, it
yeah,
was like, oh, I thought you knew that more. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
I
even
just figured like say for example, like we talking, like you said, the reverse of that guy's
that's what I'm trying
situation.
to say was so
Yeah.
funny.
What she's saying is the reverse. The guy is saying she's been with 13 guys at 31. He feel like she give head too good. I told him he should be happy. He said, man, she just sucked 13 dicks. That's how she got that good at it. I said, no, she may have sucked just one and he's taught her real well. Well, in the very same way, when I met my wife, I just figured, she's from New York. I just figured sexually she just was the bomb. And, it wasn't like I thought. And I remember my homeboy asking me, I was like, man, she seemed like she don't even know how to bend the ass over right. Like, who she been fucking with? You know what I'm saying? So that shocked me. However, she could have been fooling
And
me. I
what did you say
don't
about
know.
his friend?
You know what I'm saying?
Why we just if we being real?
He was like his homeboy used to date her and she loved her. He loved her. And I was just like, yeah, that shit ain't nothing to me. Like I'm gonna have to teach her to get right for me. But maybe I had sex with more women, or maybe our perceptions of what's good or what's bad or what's what, it's all relative. All I know is when you got a situation when somebody is super experienced blowing somebody's mind or somebody's trash and they not getting none out of it. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about promiscuity tonight, y'all. Anybody can come in and chime in and give their opinion. Miss Carla said men don't usually don't marry their best lovers. Sex is not the reason men choose. Of course.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about that conversation me and you had one night jokingly, but in real life, that's true. Like I said, in real life, when I met my wife, I didn't feel like she knew how to bend that ass over, put that triangle in it and look back
I
and let
think
me hit that motherfucker a certain way. I just felt like, damn, I just most chicks that don't know how to do it, you feel like they ain't as experienced. You know what I'm saying? But I remember me and my wife was joking one night and we was talking and I was talking about somebody and I was like, yeah, I miss her. And I was like, shit, she probably mad at me. She won't give me no pussy no more. But I'll buy some of that pussy if she would sell it to me. And my wife was like, you would buy some pussy from her? I said, I don't buy pussy, but if I did, I would buy some pussy from her. And my wife was like, would you buy some pussy from me? I was like, no, your pussy ain't good enough to buy. And she was like, oh, like felt a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you explain how you felt. You know what I'm saying?
well, yeah, initially I was like, my feelings was hurt in a sense because of the way we perceive, I mean, being wanted really, but that's not what, when I always like to understand his perspective. And so when he explained it, and I was honest about the road we had traveled sexually and just who I am as a partner and the capabilities or the things that I just don't like versus other things. I was like, I could see what he meant as far as that, and understanding that because really there might be there are things that I might don't like from him sexually, so I understood that. And when he explained to me, but Dad, we married, so what? I might like her sexually in that way. That's not who I'm with. And so though it just added to the number of examples that he had to show me where I would be, in my feelings about his truth. And he like, but then we the ones that's together. And then that's when I got to see like all of that shit really, really don't matter. That's
Yeah,
why I say it only matters when it matters, and it only matters when a man want to be a runaway groom. You know, I'd be like a runaway bride.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
when
yeah,
you like
yeah.
somebody, you like them.
It's like focusing on the wrong shit. So it's crazy because when I told her her pussy ain't good enough for me to buy, I said that don't mean you don't got good pussy. The type of pussy that I would buy is some pussy that make me come super fast every time I hit it, and that's the
But I've
type
been
of
on
pussy.
my I've been on the journey to try like, and it
Yeah,
was
but see, that's the thing.
intentional.
I will always tell her, you are my wife. It's not that our sex ain't good, but don't try to make your sex no better. Let our sex be what it is. It's like I was explaining to her, the woman with the real good pussy, I didn't threw her away. I didn't threw several of them away. It's like wanting to be a superstar for what you're not a superstar for. You know what I'm saying? If you can shoot jump shots good, just shoot jump shots. You want to be the motherfucking assist man too. You can't be everything. So I'm like, everything you are to me, that pussy ain't like that to me.
And I
That,
think you asked me like, would you want to be this or that? And then when I thought about it, like, I want to be exactly, who I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the fetish. I want to be the everyday.
yeah, what do you want to be? Do you want to be the wife? But JJ isn't all created equal. Wetness, tightness, it's dependable. You know, the funny thing, it's all about experience because my wife will tell you, I like when the pussy be super loose, big, and my wife tight. You know what I'm saying? I be like, God, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, not being funny. It's just like what you like. I want some pussy. Sometime I go through phases where I want to beat some pussy up. You know what I'm saying? We talking as grown-ups tonight. People have to have these real conversations. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I like to beat some pussy down sometime. And sometimes that's a little bit too much for my wife. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
don't. Yeah, I don't necessarily. That's not my thing. I mean, when people like me, they like my body, like in itself. Like I don't need all of that. So they don't need all of that. So that was new for me to need from him. Now, do I know that anytime we have an episode is going to be a great one because it's going to be a SmackDown. But the
And I
parts of
don't
me
smack
that
down
want,
all the time. I judge by what's going on, but then there's times that I'm gonna smack down because I'm gonna fucking
but
smack
as we've
down.
gotten older and we talk about it, and I've also gotten to know my body better, which we could talk of, I don't mind just talking about that because I think women rely on men to please them and they
Yeah.
don't know their body. They may not know their bodies like they should. And so, but as we've grown together and probably as you've seen me get to know myself more, I think you enjoy my exploration with me, which
Yeah,
is
definitely.
a
Definitely. And
turn
that's you.
on differently.
Yeah, and that's because that's you being you, exploring us, not thinking about the bitch I said I would buy the pussy from, or comparing yourself or wondering. Because I'm gonna tell you something. That's how I know a man love that woman when that pussy is mid. When the pussy mid, no, I'm serious. I'm
Yeah,
serious.
did you?
Yeah, yeah. That pussy used to be mid. Now the pussy is grade A, but that pussy used to be mid as fuck. And I had to get that pussy to where it won't mid. And as I thought I was big dick slinging dick, know how to fuck. She like, nigga, that's too much. You doing too much. Slow down.
I
I
don't
don't
like
even
that.
like that deep dick fucking like that. I like, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, you only penetration is the last thing for you.
Yeah,
Like,
like I like all the extra shit that
yeah,
comes before the penetration that
yeah.
he really not gonna do. He not that he doesn't have to, so he doesn't.
But
But
in our
that's
in our
why
journey though, in our journey, like being real, I'll do more of the stuff like say
yeah now, but
let me explain to what I think, okay?
okay,
So people can understand where we coming from
okay.
fully. I feel like all that fucking foreplay bullshit, I feel like a woman need that when she really don't want to have sex. Now, let me explain what I mean. I know Miss Carla gonna disagree with me. Uh, say for example, I'm not saying that's not needed or necessary, but I'm gonna be honest with you. My entire life, and I'm gonna explain myself, and then I'm gonna explain the point I'm making. If my dick is hard, my dick is hard. Say for example, if I'm talking to a woman on the phone and she said, "Come on over." My dick hard on the way over there. My dick hard when I walk in the house. I gotta stand it up in my pants straight up so I don't look embarrassed hard walking in the house. I'm hard. I want her. She ain't got to do nothing to get my engine going, right? Now, in the very same way, when I'm going to a woman's house, you know what I'm saying, and she tell me to come over, and if she want me, she wiping the slime off her leg. I can see when I get there and pull her panties, I see little ash lines where she been dripping the whole time. So I feel like all that foreplay shit is extra, meaning this. I feel like a woman ovulates certain days of the month. She gonna want to fuck then, regardless. You ain't got to do all that.
Mhm.
I feel like the foreplay is when a woman say, "I'm finna give you some pussy just so you can have some pussy, just so you don't cheat and so your balls is empty. But I need you to get my engine going, prime my pump, take me out to dinner, do something. I ain't ovulating, nigga. I ain't horny tonight, but I feel like it's Thursday and you ain't fucked since Monday, and I'm gonna give you some pussy because I'm nervous. So lick me, eat me, suck my titties, do all this because I need something to get me going. Now, myself personally, when I'm ready to fuck or make love, and a woman start kissing or start outside of my wife, and I'm getting better at that, start kissing on my neck,
Don't get better at that. I'm
huh?
sorry. You said I'm getting better at that. I thought
Yeah,
you
I
said
am.
outside people.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that shit make my dick go down. My dick hard, rock hard, and you want to kiss my motherfucking neck ain't got no feelings in it. You know what I'm saying?
So,
You kissing on my chest. My chest ain't got no feelings in it. Rub my dick. My dick hard. It's got fucking nerves in it. My dick got the scientists say the dick got 500 million nerves in this on it. And you kissing my fucking neck? You making
well,
me
look.
soft. Hold up, let me finish. Bitches are trying to lick your ear, licking your ear, bite. If you don't stop that little kid high school shit you seen in the fucking movies, now, that's how I feel. However, over time with my wife, I've had to do all that shit because she's telling me, you got to do this. And I'm like, okay, 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 I will. However, it seemed like whenever she want to fuck, I ain't got to do that. It just seemed like I'm right. Now, I said a lot, but I
Yeah,
want you
you did.
your
So,
whole take on all that.
okay, goodness. Okay, so first of all, it took knowing my body. So once I realized the times you don't have to do that is when I'm ovulating. So we had got to the point where I'm like, I ain't fucking unless I'm ovulating. But that's also because I don't care what you do with your dick. So that's what is good about our open relationship that people don't understand. Not just I can't that I might don't want to take the dick or have to fuck all the time. That extra foreplay stuff, I could get that from somebody else. And what I mean by that is when you describe going to see a chick and when you get there, she ready, you got to think y'all done talked about it. Y'all done text, y'all done had arrangements, you done drove over there. There's anticipation and all of that. When you're in a house with somebody, there is not anticipation. We're not walking around looking sexy to each other. We got life that's hitting and we trying to do it real quick. We're attracted to each other. We have great episodes, and no matter where what whoever pussy or dick could be better, the the way we're comfortable sexually though, we're very comfortable sexually with each other. Like I don't really think nobody else is as comfortable. I mean, what I'm saying is the outside you have to really be comfortable to be as comfortable as we are with that. But so that's why you have to allow each other to be able to explore. And even though I didn't know how beneficial it would be. I don't have to be what I'm not, and he doesn't have to be what he's not. But going back to what you were saying about the sex, I mean, I don't. You done said so much. I done forgot what else I was
The
trying to
point,
say.
the point overall, I wanted you to explain to them as far as all the foreplay shit. Like,
Okay.
is that necessary? Do you
Okay,
think
so is it
ultimately
necessary
and when you
sometimes?
need it? Blah blah blah.
Well, first of all, I think that women get that from TV. All that that's the biggest part of it. But second of all, everybody got fetishes and things that they like to do. And some people want to kiss, and a woman might want to kiss, and that's equivalent to a man getting his dick sucked. You know what I'm saying? Beforehand. You know, we not I may not require oral sex and you might like it, but I may want the build up to it, like I said. And so, and us understanding how I move, you now understand why that is more important to me, not just because of the seeing that on TV, just the thing that I really like, the way I
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
feel and
yeah.
stuff. So we know that that's not just because a woman needs to get her man's balls empty, because we don't care about that type of stuff. And I was watching y'all show on Thursday, and the check-in is necessary when you've been with somebody for a long time. You know, it's my job to check with you and offer myself to you as, you know, a woman in this relationship. You know, not out of guilt, but out of saying, hey, I'm here. And it's important to me to monitor how long that's been, because I am not driven by nature, you know, over a certain amount of days a month, and especially now going into menopause. So I need to check in with you and say, hey, you know, I'm available to you, and you know, we can do all of that. Or when I come to you and say I'm available, that's saying I got my mental under control, and you don't have to do all of that.
You know, it's funny because, like I said, experience and what people experience in sexual compatibility, if people don't realize, you have to have these conversations. Me and Chris had a lot of conversations before we got into a situation and with our marital arrangement, because you have a situation where, like she just said, she don't really like getting her pussy ate. And I'm a pussy eating, I love eating pussies. And I'm like, my wife, I'm like, damn. Like, she like, that shit don't really do a lot for me. Like, it's cool. Or maybe I don't do that shit good for her. She was like, I ain't never really like getting my pussy ate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I like getting my dick sucked. So there's gonna be an awkwardness or a level of in the beginning, I ain't wanna ask for head like that, because she ain't, you know, I'm used to sex. That's why I say promiscuity and how you do. It's like, I remember this lady was like, this guy was cheating, and his they was arguing at the restaurant, and they was all loud, and the woman was like, you suck, the dude was like, you sucked his dick, and she was like, that's a part of sex. He was like, how is that a part of sex? To me, that's how sex go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sex goes where the dude eat the pussy first to get her going, she suck his dick, and he fuck her because he fully hard after she just sucked his dick. That's how sex goes to me. Now, when I say a lot of stuff about TV, meaning this, and I used to teach my sons, I know it might knock a girl out of the mood, but ask for sex. Ask for sex, because this is why I say that. Women are used to TV, and let's talk about the process. Let's walk us through. All right, what do? We kiss, tongue kiss, tongue kiss, right? After we tongue kiss, we see, will she let us kiss her on the neck, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she let us kiss on the neck, when we was kids, we would kiss the neck a long time and get fucking hickeys. She let us kiss
Yeah.
on the neck. Now what we gonna try next? Touch the titty. She let us touch the titty. What we supposed to do? Pull the titty out, suck the titty. If she let you suck the titty, now you licking on the stomach, licking the navel. Now you trying to pull out and eat the pussy. Da 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 da. We know how this shit go. And it's so stupid to me because think about this, especially for the man. And how does it go when men and women have sex? And grown ass women be wanting to do this shit, right? She kissing on the man, she unbuttoning his shirt, he kissing her, she pulling his cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the shit that we done got used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? This brother said, man, I'm going straight to eating pussy. You know, it's funny because I never been a kisser like that. I'm like spit in my mouth, kissing. How does that feel good? However, over time, kissing my wife, I see it do something for her. So I'm a kisser now. You know what I'm saying? You grow
And that's
over
even
time.
with me. Like, there's certain people that I've just wanted to kiss, and certain times I don't. I don't feel like it's nothing lost by it. Even because I can have sex and not kiss. So, I remember Miss Carla talking about, having sex with your eyes open and all that type of stuff. So I mean, she put a concept to, what maturity is when you are even, having sex. And I think that the more a woman lets her guard down, unless she is very sexually aware, um, is the more she will enjoy sex and become enjoyable with sex when she's in a relationship. Because remember, if I'm just same way a man does not pick his fetish, a woman usually is not doesn't allow herself to be picked by the man that she is truly attracted to. And I think that an attraction is not looks, because you're fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? And when we got with each other, everybody was like, "Oh my goodness, you better marry him. He fine." But I was used to messing with guys from the streets, and you a preppy college guy, and so there were certain things that I was not used to, and it really was the outfit. We know that now, but you get what I'm saying. So, and the way we met each other at church wasn't like me meeting you at the club. And I'm the type of person, I like to see a dude in the club and sashay enough around him until he see me. And I got my own little shit that I like to do when I notice somebody. And so we didn't have that happen like that. So
Yeah,
that all of that is determines how sexual you are, how drawn you are to
of
each other.
course, of course, and I think that's what a lot of people don't realize in a lot of relationships. People don't realize a lot of relationships. The foundation be sex. You know what I'm saying? We met
And
in
I was
church.
a time.
Yeah, we met in church. I told her face first 6 months, don't try to give me no pussy. If you try to
Yeah,
give me some pussy, I'm not gonna be with you. I wanna get to know you. I wanna date you. I wanna have the boys with me. I wanna see how we would be as a family. You know what I'm saying? I was like, don't give me no pussy. Don't try. So our
so of course I
relationship,
really wanted to give you the pussy because you the first person that said don't give me none.
yeah.
So that was gonna be an initial turn on anyway.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is you got to look at certain habits that people have, certain how often people have sex. People don't realize if you don't have these conversations, sex is the thing that can destroy everything and end up making you hate somebody because people attach sex to love so much.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So they be like, if you don't give me no sex, you must not love me. Or if
Yeah.
you cheated and gave somebody else some sex, you must not love me. And then knowing that before they got with this person, they could fuck anybody without any feelings attached to it.
Yeah.
I think sex is the lowest vibrational thing there is. I think sex is over here and love is over here. They're on the opposite end of the spectrum. Sex and love ain't don't even go together to me. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? When I say sex and love don't go together, you could be intimate without having sex. You can love somebody and can't even fuck. You can be
Yeah.
totally gone over somebody and they in jail. You can't even touch them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Sex is what you can do. You can put a vibrator on you. You can damn get off and get a nut humping the floor or anything. So I
Yeah.
think just because two people have sex don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
But people that love each other can have sex. You know what I'm saying? Ranting and Raving podcast says some lovers bring a different version of you that you've come to know. My ex did it to get a mustache. It's funny because it's certain things that you may want to try with certain people, certain things that you're ashamed to bring up with certain people. All of these things matter because everybody's coming to the table. Ain't nobody no virgins. We live in an American society. Like I said, this whole conversation is because I'm doing a one-on-one session with a young man. He is 35 years old. He has had sex with 24 to 25 people, and his fiance is 31 years old. She said she had sex with 13 people. So he feel like that's too many. And he really going through it right now because he feel like that's too many. Hey, mama, he feel like that's too many. And he like, now I do not want a woman who has had sex with 13 women, 13 men. But I'm just like, well, what you gonna do now?
No.
Why would you ask her this after y'all done got engaged and sent all this stuff out? And it seemed like something that even if this man married this woman, he ain't gonna be able to live with it. Like he not gonna be able to live with the fact that she done slept with 13 men, and he said that he never really came off no head, and she the first person that made him come off some head. So they like a good couple. When I say good couple, meaning how can I say this? 23 people, 25 and 13 for people in their 30s. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing to me. But he's saying that he never really came off no head. She's the first woman that made him come off some head. They've been together almost a year and they ain't never had sex yet. She just gave him some head. And he like got scared. Like, goddamn, that head too good. How many people you done had sex with? And she like 13, and he like, dang. So it's a situation where in other cultures where we getting these ideas and values from biblical times, a woman's supposed to be a virgin. We living in a time where women ain't fucking getting married at 14, 15, 16. Once a woman start ovulating, that's why these men make these jokes, right? Say, for example, we live in America. Let's just keep it real. Men make these jokes. If it's grass on the field, play ball. If she old enough to bleed, all the reason I need. Men in America make
I never heard that.
Yeah. Men make these jokes in America, but like you said, in these other nations, these men are like 14, 15. She got her cycle. She ovulating. She is ready to be a wife. That's how they looking at it. They purely looking at it like that. But they're also looking at it from a standpoint. This girl had a mother and father and was raised to be a wife. She know how to sew, cook, clean. She know how to do everything in a household. But when you talk about getting a virgin, you talk about getting somebody what we consider a child over here. You know what I'm saying? But we know grown men is smashing young girls over here. We know this. We know 14, 15, 16, 13, 12-year-old girls is getting smashed by grown men. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it was when I was younger.
So
all the guys mess with the young girls, and the reason why, some of the reason why that happened is because the girls who were their age, remember when they was this a snotty nosed kid. So they don't be checking for them like that. And maybe those girls like older guys. You know what I'm saying? So they mess with the younger.
and you have a situation where what is a man supposed to do when he done got with a girl that's been messing with older men her whole life? Now he's 27, 28, and he's getting with a chick that's his age, and she been getting smashed by older men that's a certain age. You know what I'm saying? And we know older men and like younger women, and then older women like younger men. It's a fetish. You know what I'm saying? The older cougars, they can help the younger man get his life together, and the older man can help the younger woman get his life together. So we know that's gonna always be attraction.
Yeah, I think that's helpful in society when you think about it.
It is. Well, we see it's functional, but guess what? Remember I said there's a war going on in social media, back and forth, right? Older women are shaming men for fucking with younger women. Now, we not talking about no 14, 15-year-olds. If like, say, for example, Shannon Sharp, 52, 53, that girl was 19 or 20. Now, women are shaming him for that. Now, why are they doing that? Naturally, because they like shit. We want y'all older motherfuckers to want us. See what I'm saying? We want y'all to want us. But the women our age were doing the shit when they was younger. So you got, but the thing I feel like there's a certain unfair advantage. Now, this girl fucking Shannon Sharp for money is different. But say, for example, when I was in high school, I remember our principal said, ain't no seniors going with no freshmen. And ain't no seniors taking no freshmen and sophomores to the prom. You can only go to a prom if you're a junior or senior. Now, I remember being in high school, right? Think about this. And I never fucked no freshman when I was a senior. You know what I'm saying? Because my principal was serious. He was like, we're going to lock your ass up. You're not doing it. But I have been 18, you know what I'm saying, and slept with somebody that's older than me. The point I'm making is this.
Yeah, when a lot of guys don't talk about that.
Yeah. The point I'm making is this. When I'm 17 in high school, and it's this fine line between 18 and 17. Now, I'm a junior in high school, and a freshman come in. In the 9th grade, I'm in 11th grade. I'm only 2 years older than her, but because she a freshman, I know all the little sneak spots, the cuts to take her to the fuck. I know what buses leave early, what buses leave late. It's like she don't even realize I'm taking her to a cut that all the football team and basketball team fuck girls at. You see what I'm saying? It's that age is kind of an unfair advantage. Even for 2 years, think about high school. Now, don't even get into the real world. That's what people don't realize. I know in other societies it's cool because, like I said, these girls are raised to be and wives. I know it's cool, but just think about in a high school setting, from 9th to 12th grade, those 4 years in high school, the difference in who could fuck who could dick whip who could pussy whip who could have who going crazy, right? Just in that high school frame. Now you talk about some nigga 50 years old fucking with a 20-year-old girl.
Yeah.
He can drive her wild.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, a woman 45 fucking with a 19-year-old boy. She knows how to drive him crazy things that he don't even know. He don't know that he might come. I remember like the first time I came back to back with like a back-to-back double nut. Fellas, how many of y'all ever got a double nut? You have to be a certain age and somebody know what they doing to get a double nut. When you say I'm coming and you come fully and you don't get soft and she keeps sucking a little bit or whatever, and you say, oh, I done came, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, it's gonna happen again, and it shocked you. And when she finished, you think your heart gonna bust. You feel like she got some blood. It's women that know how to do you like that every time. What if she come across him? You see what I'm saying? He come across her. So it's things that you don't even know that can be done to you sexually. And somebody older, that much older than you, turning you out, I just think it's an unfair advantage. I'm not gonna say you should or shouldn't, because people do what they want to do. But that's such an unfair advantage to me.
I think that a lot that happens a lot with men more than women talk about, but that's just like when you see a young guy that's cute. I mean, I'm talking about a young boy almost. You be like, oh, he gonna be a heartbreaker. You're saying, oh, you know what I'm saying? But a man say that that'll be inappropriate. But a woman will say that and it's okay.
Yeah. Naturally. That's why men have to make the little jokes. Grass on the field, play ball. You know what I'm saying? It's old enough to bleed. I need. You know, there's little sayings men have to say because they can't say that. I don't know how many women have said to me when I was a little boy, you're gonna be fine as hell. You're gonna be a heartbreaker when you grow up. That's saying, boy, I can look at you and tell that I would fuck you when you turn 18.
That's what
That's
it's
really
saying.
what you're saying. And it's no different than you got these grown men that say stuff out loud, which is the same thing as the woman say. But whenever a man say it, we know exactly what he mean, but we always chastise him
Yeah.
because that's not socially appropriate.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm
not.
saying? A grown man be like, man, look at that little girl, man. She gonna be bad when she grow up. And when you look over there, she got a little fat butt, her little hair cute, and it's like, oh man, why the hell you damn make me look at this little girl? And I done looked over and I see exactly what you mean. She gonna be bad. But we
Yeah.
don't say no dumb shit like that, man. You taking my attention to this fucking minor. You know what I'm saying? I learned, quick story, I learned to stop looking at ass and just being a fucking scumbag. Like it was a hard lesson for me. It was a hard lesson for me. And it was such a hard lesson for me. I was embarrassed and they said it to me. Now, let me tell you what happened. I go into Italian pizzeria. I go in this motherfucker once every fucking blue moon. Chris wants something from there. Italian pizzeria. I go in Italian pizzeria and I walk in. I see the nicest fucking body from the back that I've ever seen in my life. I'm talking about this body and this ass in this shape was fucking perfect. I say to myself, I'm not going up there because this motherfucker looked too good from the back and I might say something. So I wait. They taking too long. Finally, they call Chris order. Bing, order up. I go up there to get the food. When I get up there, motherfucker look over at me and say, excuse me, sir. Do you got 55 cents I can borrow? I'm short. And it's a goddamn teenage boy. The body that I'm looking at was a fucking teenage boy.
Oh my God.
And the fucking woman he was with was like, made a joke like, I know you didn't think there was no boy up here. I laughed. I said, no, I wasn't even looking like that when I came in here. But I know good and goddamn well they knew I was. And I was so embarrassed. And in my soul, I said, almost like looking at Magic Johnson's son from the back and didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tall motherfucker, about 6'2", a boy. At 16, and I done looked at his ass like, damn, this motherfucker got a nice ass body up here. And he got the fake hair and everything, you know what I'm saying, with a big meat goatee. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I said to myself, this was about 5 years ago. I was like, man, I ain't lusting over no asses no more. And the older I get, the less I look at a fat ass, because I've learned over time a fat ass always gonna run from you. A fat ass can't take no dick. A fat ass be kind of lazy because a fat ass is used to everybody coming from the back. Yeah, I ain't got to do nothing but bend over. He gonna come off that fat ass. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't got to the point in my life where I'm like, don't get me wrong, I don't got nothing against a fat ass, but you seeing women shake that fat ass so much online, lead with the ass, it's starting to get disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And the more you get older, the more people think because you're in an open relationship, you out here just wild. It's like I see a woman shake her ass online and I said, man, that bitch look like she stink. And then imagine messing with a woman. I don't even want to touch the rubber. Take the rubber off me. She be like, what? I be like, take the rubber off me. She be like, what, you don't want to touch my juices? I be like, no. So it's like you get used to, your wife clean. You know what I'm saying? You get to, the older you get, you like, man, I don't want to be out here with no bitch. I don't even, last time I went to the strip club, bitch sat on I said, bitch, don't sit on my motherfucking slacks. You know what I'm saying? I got on some black slacks. You just sit on my motherfucking knee. I asked for a dance. I ain't asked you to sit on my motherfucking knee. You got I got glitter. Look like I got on some Michael Jackson pants on. You got glitter all over my slacks. I'm like, I don't know if I'm heard on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she dripping. I'm like, this strange woman is set on my knee and start humping. The older you get, the more that shit is disgusting to you. You know what I'm saying? Just to see somebody lead with their ass. You know what I'm saying? But back to the subject at hand. It's almost impossible not to be promiscuous in America and not to meet somebody that's not been ran through. And what
You know,
ran through? Nobody
you know
asked.
what I thought about the boys and how, remember when they was in middle school, the
Yeah,
old folks in middle school, how the little girls, like parents was taking their mothers was taking their daughters to get their stuff waxed and
yeah,
stuff. And remember they used to have a joke like, I suck your dick for for a Gatorade and stuff like that.
yeah.
They
They
had
was just wow.
yeah, like the girls were so over sexualized that it kind of brought them back to how it was when we was raised. Like they do care. Like the younger generation, I think they do care because of they know the type of sex that they were having or the exposure that they were having, and they see that shit as nasty.
Yeah, but you know the thoughts gonna thought, and the niggas just gonna be dog dirt bags gonna be dirt
Yeah,
bags.
them the
You
two
know
that's
the
gonna be
crazy
together, like your video said.
the crazy thing about me is I wasn't a dirt bag. I wasn't a guy that was trying to smash everything. It's just some fell in my lap. I would smash if it looked good enough. You know what I'm saying? I had partners that woke up to fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said when you're young and you ain't got no purpose, you horny in a motherfucker. When you get some purpose or you got some money in your pocket, you ain't thinking about no goddamn fucking. When you
Yeah,
broke
that's funny
a
that you say
motherfucker,
that
all
because
you can think about is fucking.
we have had conversations where, you know, you had to say, yeah, I know that there's always women trying to throw themselves at me, but I'm not out there trying to fuck everybody.
Yeah.
And I think people think because of the way you talk about sex so openly like that in our
And
relationship
honestly, yeah.
that they think you just out there like, you know, a horny toad. But naturally, we're both flirtatious people, so
Yeah. I just think when it's all said and done, it's crazy for somebody who has experienced something before and experienced different things to say, only like me forever. I mean,
yeah.
I'm never gonna be able to wrap my mind around that. I've had dudes that say to me, uh, man, you a cuck, a chump, da 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 da. Da. You don't mind if your wife sleep with somebody else. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. My wife is my best friend. From day one, I didn't care. I've always thought all women cheated anyway. I don't care. I don't care about sex like that. I just don't care. I care about all the other things. I simply don't care. You know what I'm saying? And in my life and how I think, if I know I didn't try something else and I want to try something else, you know what I'm saying? As a dude, dudes know every now and then I get the hunkering. Well, I want a fat bitch. I be like, man, I wish I had me an old big fat bitch. Man, you know what I'm saying? And it's like wishing, like, boy, I ain't hit me a fat bitch in so long. Whereas people be like, oh, he just wanna, or a nigga might be like, man, I want me a little skinny bitch so I can dig down deep and fuck her hard. And you know, a skinny bitch can take dick for days. You know what I'm saying? Or a darker woman or a lighter woman. Men be thinking about so many things. So it's like, how can I possibly know that I feel like that and think somebody else won't feel like that?
Yeah.
Anything, that's where that saying come from. And black people, we didn't abandon. It said, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. You know, you ever heard people say that when they get ready
I
to
heard that.
leave? All right, now y'all leave. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Now, what you
Yeah.
think that means? Process that out. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
Shoot, that means you know what I'm gonna do. Cause you doing exactly what I would do.
I
That's
done
what
heard
you
that
say.
so many
What's
times,
that saying?
and I ain't figured out how to process it. I don't know if it's a joke. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
It's the same way when you say, what's your saying that you got again? You already know.
Yeah.
It's like you already know. Cause don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Anything that you doing, is something that everybody wants to do. That's why you always say people are psychic.
But like I said, if don't do nothing, I wouldn't do. If I wouldn't do it, don't you do it.
Oh, see, I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it like, well, guess what I'm saying?
Don't do nothing, I won't do. I said it's still confusing because I think
Well,
it's some nigga slick shit. I ain't figured it out, and I
think
don't even
about it like this. What if you
because I'm
said it,
like,
right?
you talking to me, you know me, so you know
Exactly.
goddamn well that I'm gonna do some shit.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, if you was to say that, people that look at you, they automatically think you doing dirt dog shit. So when they say don't do nothing, if you was to say don't do nothing, I wouldn't do. It's like, oh, that's a lot of dog shit right there. I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So
It's
already
crazy.
know.
It's crazy because, like I said, when it's all said and done, people got these different appetites and different tastes, and you know what I'm saying. Like I'm glad my wife don't like anal sex because that ain't a thing that I'm into. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just imagine if you got a bitch that wants you to fuck in the ass all the time, or you got a man that he wants you to lick his butt or stick his finger in your butt in his butt and all this extra shit. And I'm saying extra shit, but I like different shit that people might think is extra shit. But it's
That
like
you're not gonna say on screen.
no. I'm just no. What I'm saying is, it's like somebody wants you to do something you don't want to do,
Yeah. Cause look,
or
we can
somebody,
talk about we
won't
can
do
talk
something
about
that you won't. Like, do you like I used to joke with my wife. My wife be like, she working out and she got better over the years and she'll try, but I was like, I want my dick rolled like Megan Thee Stallion with your feet up. You know what I'm saying? It's like my wife, like, I'm gonna do that. My wife gonna always try to get to the best of her capabilities. But
that's
for
right.
the most part, black men don't get their dick rolled. They might get their dick slid back and forth on, but I'm talking about up, down, all the way from tip to the fucking balls, feel each stroke. You know what I'm saying? Black men have to kind of say, hey, if we want our dick rolled like that, that's when you get a white girl or a Spanish girl. That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's
look, that
a fact.
goes back to what we were saying about what's turn ons to people because I've messed with guys and they ain't had to do that. You get what I'm saying? So whatever they wanted from me didn't require me to have to be on no toes, going no up and down. So, when you get with the whole biggest thing is how does your promiscuity affect you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Like, do you have too much in your bag to go into a relationship, and it makes a man not be able to please you? You know what I'm saying? Or do you not have enough going into a relationship with a man who's coming with a lot?
Because people don't tell that anyway. I don't think people tell that they're not sexually pleased until they break up. Your little dick
Yeah.
couldn't fuck me good anyway. A bitch, your
Yeah.
pussy stink. You couldn't fuck me good. You just kind of deal with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get in these relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not realizing, okay, sex could have been great the first night. We was drunk. Or we had a nice time. But if you can't recreate certain things, and women want to recreate certain shit sometime, it's like some women like to argue and have makeup sex because that's good to them. I'm not doing that. I'm not makeup fucking nobody. I feel like that's your way of not trying to apologize. We done got in a situation, you want to have makeup sex, you're trying to fuck me so you don't have to apologize. I don't do that. I go in the bathroom, get in the shower, and beat off. You never know it.
The fuck is
Some people like to have certain events set up before they have sex. And or some people don't like to have sex unless they just came back from eating out and they had dinner.
I was just
Some
gonna
people don't
say
like
that, like, it's all
fucking
about the
both.
process.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you have a situation where people are promiscuous and they got their own things and they got their own lust. I don't think most people gonna tell what they like or don't like to the core if it's somebody they don't want to lose
I
for
think that
whatever reason.
most of the time when I think when a woman really move and do, like go for the dude, she's ovulating because I think women have a lot of pride, and so they don't never really say what they want. So when they call that dude, I wasn't gonna call you, but start off the morning. What's up, big head? Because they getting ready. All of that is because their body is pushing them to do that. And
Pre-ran them for the weekend on Wednesday.
yeah, I mean it's revving up and you feel it. It's a shift, and remember I went on that whole what I did like 40 days, and I just watched my body and I kept a journal of what I was feeling each day and that's when I realized, oh shoot, I actually feel different when when I'm ovulating. I could feel it coming, bubbling. I could feel when it got to this peak, and then I could feel when it tapers down. And I know that a lot of women think that they want sex more than ovulation. And there are some rare cases, what they call them nymphos or whatever. But for the most part, that's like, I believe that that's like Pavlov. Like, we so used to being sexual for no reason because it's the weekend. No different than we want to go out to eat. We fucking going to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we're trying to find something to do. And when you go to the movies with a guy, especially if you kind of like him, you know, as a woman, I think you expect that sex is a part of that, the
Mhm.
ending of the night. And even in some cases that the guy would be upset if you wasn't gonna give him that. So that adds to why a woman would be promiscuous in some time. Because if she could in some cases, because if she could just go and have a good time with a guy, meaning use him for a Saturday and not fuck him, she might then, because most women, she might not have sex with him.
Yeah,
Because
because
the
the woman
women,
feel pressure when a man take them out on a good date to have sex.
yeah,
They feel pressure.
they think that's the way you're supposed to say thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you
You
go when you're
know,
ovulating, and I didn't notice that, but as a single woman, I'm going out with guys and I'm going out probably when I'm ovulating. I'm not fucking every night.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
when I had clients and I was telling them this concept, a lot of people, we started keeping tabs on it. And when a client would tell me, oh, I called such and such today, oh, I went and got my hair done today, and then I went by such and such, I'm like, are you ovulating? And then they think about when they had their cycle and be like, oh, shoot, I am. So a lot of women don't follow their body like that and follow those signs, so they think they just out there fucking.
Some things should be sacred. No other woman, man, will be in my bed or my partner's. That's sacred. Sometimes in an open love affair, there's sacred things not done with anyone else. Yeah, there's certain things that I'm not gonna do with anyone else or try with anyone
Yeah,
else.
me neither. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's just all about who you are, what you're doing. But I just wanted to talk tonight because I got to get out of
Wait,
here.
can I add something real quick, and then I'm gonna
Go
get
ahead.
off because she's doing a lot. Um, in the openness though, what people don't see that it saves is why put pressure on each other to do something sexually that we naturally don't do if that's not the biggest part of our relationship.
Yeah,
Get what I'm saying? So, and or why risk losing our relationship because we wanted to experience a moment in time with somebody. So I think people don't see it's actually the way you save your relationship over a long period of time, and we're not
yeah.
walking around just having sex with everybody.
I think people think when we tell the truth about what we are, people think that's pushing on. People think when you honest about yourself, you're trying to convert them. I don't give a fuck what nobody do. That's just like with the guy Charlie Kirk. He was telling his truth. People think you're trying to, like I said, I ain't trying to convert nobody to me. I ain't trying to make nobody change. I'm just telling you what I do. You know what I'm saying? Giving my wife the money, letting her pay the bills. I ain't trying to convert nobody to doing that. I'm just saying what I do. I'm telling you what we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's a situation where people always think what they think. You know what I'm saying? And people, and that's people's. Let's read this last comment. My wife
Okay.
was damn near in tears one day when I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "That dick so good, I want to tell the world, but I can't." I said, "Why?" She said, "Nigga, you know why."
Look, let me say this though. I will say, anybody that's been following us, I say I'm life whipped by Javon. I'm not dick whipped. But as I've gotten older and wiser and understood life more, I say, boy, if I was allowing myself to get all in there like that in the beginning, I'd have been crazy. You can't
Yeah,
get no good dick and be saying it and understand you can't enjoy no good dick unless you get out of your own way about claiming the dick, which women have a hard time doing
she
because
had to
it's
grow
good.
into the good dick. She didn't appreciate the
Yeah, I
dick
had to
at
grow
first.
into that good
She
dick.
had to grow into the good dick. I'd be like, "Oh well, you don't realize what I got over here, what I'm doing to you." You in your feelings. But I'm gonna say this before I get out of here because this is some true shit, and every woman and every man knows this. Well, not every man don't know this, but every woman know this. I don't care if your dick 20 inches long. If a woman don't decide to relax and let you in that second area down there and just let you fall in that pussy, we call it that second hole or that trap door, you're not getting into her soul, her sacred spot. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make it in there. And a woman has to let you in there. And when a woman lets you down in that sacred spot where she relax and just give, it's really her just giving herself to you. Because
Mhm.
once she lets you down in there, it feel a certain way to her. And then what if you start acting a fool down in that second hole? That's when they then gave themselves completely to you, and all they can do is cry, snot, scream, whatever. It's kind of like when men don't say this when we getting some good head and we quiet because we know the opposite of that quiet is fucking gonna say, "Oh, you're the best motherfucking person on this earth right now." Oh, you're gonna make, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that good head, you be scared that heartbeat that extra time, you be like, "Oh shit, she's a heartbeater." You know what I'm saying? So
I
like I
can get
said,
some doubles out of you though. I'm gonna get
yeah,
some
yeah.
doubles.
Some men can work his way down in there. She got to relax or whatever. But the bottom line is, uh, if some dude then drop down in your woman's second hole and she don't ain't comfortable enough or don't like you enough or your dick ain't long enough or whatever to get down in there, boy, your bitch gonna cheat on you the rest of her life. And that's what I don't understand. Like, to me, people say I'm a simp or lame to be in an open relationship. And I'm gonna tell you what I really feel. And this is just my personal opinion. And everybody got their personal opinion. People say, "Javon, you are lame to be in an open relationship." I say, "You are lame to think your bitch ain't gonna cheat." To me, as a man, for you think your bitch ain't gonna get no dick, man, you got time to prove it. Listen, with all the illegitimate babies, all the divorces, hey, listen, time to prove. Nigga can be rich, have any and every time to prove that bitch gonna get that pussy up, Jack. And that's just how I feel about it. So I'd rather say, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. And I don't know what my wife do all the time. Some stuff we don't talk about, and lately we ain't been active like that. But I would
But
rather,
she was taking up all our time, so I
yeah.
I ain't even had no time. But
The point I'm making is, I would rather say to my wife or any woman that I would ever met to date up front, look, I'm gonna let you know this about me. I'm gonna get me some other pussy if I want to, because I don't fucking think you're not gonna get no dick no matter what you say. So you could say you'll never cheat on me, and I'm gonna get me some pussy because I don't think you're not gonna fuck. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. And people can say that's been traumatized or scarred, but when you done dealt with women and know women and a handsome guy and you know women, oh no, oh no. Alicia Gregg says, "I'm singing 'I'll fuck your bitch' and a pair of Timu Yeezys. Oh, she knows the song. If I had to play that before we get it. There you go, right there. A married woman, her nigga buying her Lucci Gucci shoes, and she married fucking a nigga in some Timu Yeezys. I'm telling you, I don't trust it. And people think is that hard?
I mean, in general, like people know that everything gets old. There's jokes about a woman and a man in a relationship doing the same old. So what you gonna be bored for the rest of your life? I think that is so good to allow. I mean, I always understood, and I don't want people to think there's never been moments that I've not cared, that I've not cared. But
Yeah,
ultimately, it's like I don't want to stop someone from having the best time of their life, and to me that I think is so low self-esteemish
yeah.
and no belief in the relationship that you're having.
Yeah,
So,
like if
and I,
like that's like if I go out of town and I'm having fun and I'm having the time of my life and I meet a woman. I say, Chris, I met this woman. I'm the type of nigga to introduce or say, because women don't believe a man, right? Because I tell a woman I'm married. I'm not gonna risk. I'm not gonna lose some pussy. Basically, I'm not gonna deny that I'm married to get some pussy. I would never deny my wife.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I would never deny my wife to get some pussy. So if I tell a woman I'm married and they be like, oh, well, we could have, I'd be like, well, my wife don't care. Shit, you can talk to her. They be like, for real? Let me see. And my wife's serious, like, she's not going to deny me to have a great time of my life as a human being. And I wouldn't deny her. That's crazy to me. That's just how I rock. That's how we rock. That's why we've been
But I
married
just thought
18
about
years.
Jay.
Yeah.
I thought about though. That's the parts of us that's so similar too, though. Like,
Yeah, that's
say
why I
for
said we've been
example,
married 18 years because of that reason. We're compatible. Go get you somebody that's monogamous, just like you, but cheat just like you. I'm just playing.
yeah, like we understand each other because there's a lot about us that are similar. I think that if you get you a guy that's like unattractive, so he thinks, and maybe a lot of other people think, but he get him a woman. That's why you tell people to date on your level. He get him a woman that he don't think that he really deserves.
Yeah,
Then he will care about sharing that pussy or not. He would care about trying to control it. I mean,
yeah. And,
so
and,
don't
and
worry about that because we both can. Now, I may have had times I'm like, oh, there ain't that many niggas to choose. But I think it's about the caliber of man that I believe that you are. And so, clearly when I go out into that world, if I'm going out there, I'm looking for my fetish. My fetish may not be something that I even still want because I'm
Brandon Raven
disappointed.
says not cheating, supplement. I like that.
Supplement, yes, exactly. Yeah.
Let's get out of here on these Timu Yeezys.
Damn.
I don't think it's about the money no more, fellas. I don't think it's about the shit you can buy. You gotta have some conversation you can afford. She can afford her own shit. Well, you can say I'll say that. She's got her own bill. I just fuck your bitch in a bag.
All right, I'm logging out.
Just some good drink, good food, and
And I
good.
like it.
Good conversations, good love. Fuck your bitch in a bag. Woo. Good drink, good food, and good fucking. And I ain't had to buy it. I just got your chicken plate from Cookout. She looked at me and smiled and said, good look out. She don't want much. She just wants a strong touch. She just wanna be fucked like an animal. You don't rough her up. You don't spit on her. You don't choke her up. You don't yoke her up. You don't push that dick to the soul of her. You be judging her. You be making love to her. And she won't let you slut out cause you don't make her comfortable. I just fucked your bitch in a pad, them Timu Yeezy.
And she like that.
Just some good drink, good food, and good fucking. Good conversation, good.
I just fucked your bitch in a pad, Timu Easy. And she like that.
Good drink, good food, and good fucking. And I ain't had to buy nothing. She don't like my money, but she loves spending yours. Told me keep my money, gave me your credit cards, and I'ma max that bitch out, taking other bitches out. I've been driving all your cars, I've been fucking in your house. She be feeding for the D, cause I'm a dirt dog, nigga. And she sick of your shit, you just a show off, nigga. Flexing for them niggas on the internet. Say she like my intellect, how I get a wet before I enter it.
I just fucked the trip with your bitch and we freaked all weekend. I got your chains on, fucking your chick, and the fresh new Patty's Timu kicks. I just fuck your bitch in a pad, them Timu Yeezys. And she like that.
Just some good drink, good food, and good fucking. Good conversation, good.
I just fuck your bitch in a pad, them Timu Yeezys. And she like that.
Good drink, good food, and good fucking. And I ain't had to buy
nothing. Shout out to my man John Tate Gold. My brother said, why you sent me to the nation, fam? What's up? I think I might have sent him to the nation because I'll let him out because he asked. But I think I might have sent him to the nation because if I don't like some comments, I guess I must have got tired of seeing some shit that you were saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know each other personally, but I'm gonna see, can I go in the nation and get my man out? My man asked me why I'm sending him to the nation. I think that's a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? For him to ask me why I sent him to the nation. That's dope, bro. I'm gonna see, can I go in the nation on Facebook and pull my man out of the nation? That's gonna be a beautiful thing. That's love. I'm gonna pull my man out of the nation.
Fuck that bitch, yeah. I'm into this shit.
Let me get my man. Let me play myself out of here. Oh. Who I'm gonna play out of here?
All I give it the world for you.
Yeah.
It's a bad thing.
Let's get up out of here to my guy Monster. Mental health music. Raymond Watkins. Monster. Yeah. JAVONNE.
The monster. Man, that nigga crazy. Shit, I heard you say his name 3 times. Motherfucker just show up.
I'm gonna pull my man out of the nation today.
Freestyle. I don't play no games. He's a bad man. I don't say his name, cause he'll pop up and fuck up some things. He's the monster, 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 monster. I don't play no games. He's a bad man. I don't say his name, cause he'll pop up and fuck up some things. He's the monster, 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 monster. You have no idea the business here, the pistol here, and do I make myself clear? Stop throwing stones and high hands, a blank chance. If you see the smoke, we'll call a fireman. Doctor, nurses, the verses, trying on your chickens, ain't talking about churches. I rap spells round you niggas, you kiss and tell you bitches. I can see the whole puss on you. All that crying with the baby gonna do. Collect souls, come to schools, beyond those who drove faster than the highway patrol. And once the book is read, it's never bloodshed. They're coming with the dead. You heard what I said. I don't play no games. He's a bad man. I don't say his name, cause he'll pop up and fuck up some things. He's the monster, 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 monster. I don't play no games. He's a bad man. I don't say his name, cause he'll pop up and fuck up some things. He's the monster, 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 monster.
Before we get out of here, you know what I'm saying? My granddaddy used to say that pussy is yours, but the Y is silent. That means it ours. Again, that pussy is yours, but the Y is silent. That means it's ours. Thank y'all for staying tuned in, tapped in, turned on. This was Marriage Mondays with me and my wife, Crx Clrk. Tomorrow, catch me at 8 p.m. with my guy, Trav Perry. We gonna be rapping and tapping out this motherfucker tomorrow at 8 p.m. And then Wednesday, stay tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to me and Miss Carla Random Raven podcast. And then Thursdays, I'm gonna be coming in here with the Thursday round table, the Black Table Talks. I'm trying to get some people on here. I'm gonna start getting some guests. I'm gonna do that. I just gotta reach out to some people. People fuck with me, but I'm sorry you missed it, Miss Lady. Come back tomorrow. Come back Wednesday. Come back Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is where you can see the podcast. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all have a wondrous evening. Peace.